Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. More foreign dignitaries paid courtesy calls to President-elect Bongbong Marcos. Let's get the details from Marlene Alcaide, who's reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. Hi Marlene, good afternoon. Who visited Marcos Jr. today?
Sean, it was a busy Monday morning for President-elect Bongbong Marcos as ambassadors from Singapore and Britain visited him, or UK visited him at his headquarters earlier today. First to arrive was Singaporean ambassador to the Philippines, Gerard Ho, who gave Marcos Jr. a book. Ho said they expect the economic relationship between the two nations to flourish. The British ambassador also paid a courtesy visit to Marcos Jr. Their discussion revolved around supporting trade, businesses, and infrastructure. They also tackled issues on peace in Mindanao, human rights, and media freedom. When asked how the UK will help address the West Philippine Sea issue, she said they will continue to work with all partners in compliance to international laws. Last week, ambassadors from South Korea, India, and Japan met with Marcos Jr. Sean, two more foreign diplomats arrived today at Marcos Jr.'s headquarters. They are the ambassadors from France and the European Union. Sean?
All right, a busy Monday indeed for Marcos Jr. Thank you so much for those updates. Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. And one Malacanang official believes that President Duterte will leave his post with the country in a better condition compared to 6 years ago. In his speech at the Duterte Legacy Summit, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea enumerated some of the major accomplishments of the Duterte administration. He claimed that they were able to substantially reduce the proliferation of drugs and were close to eradicating insurgency. Medialdea also touted Duterte's high approval ratings.
6 years of borrowed time proved not enough to fully enjoy his unconventional but very effective style of leadership that the world has not seen before. In the last 6 years of borrowed time, we were able to establish the needed change that our countrymen and women deserve.
Thousands of protesters clashed with police in the capital of Sri Lanka, Colombo, as they demand the resignation of their president and their prime minister. Let's watch this. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The government, along with a group of rabbit breeders, are promoting the consumption of rabbit meat as a healthier alternative to pork and chicken. Laila Pangilinan with the details. Oh my.
The new Alliance of Rabbit Breeders Association held in Bulacan last Friday its first national convention with the theme Breed, Eat, and Promote. The group aims to promote the idea of eating rabbits as a healthier option than other meat sources. They also aim to debunk Filipinos' idea that rabbits can only become pets.
There are two types of rabbit. Yung pet type, yung mga lion lap, yung mga parang mga saso, yung shih tzu. And then, ito nga, yung for meat production. It's high time na magkaroon tayo ng education, mapakita natin sa tao na ang rabbit meat o yung tinatawag na lapan ay sapat talaga na masabi kong isa sa nutritious livestock food na pwede sa atin, lalo sa may mga sakit.
High in protein, low in cholesterol, high in omega-3 fatty acid.
Low in sodium.
Low in sodium.
Yeah.
If you're still wondering what rabbit lechon tastes like, here's what the group has to say.
Masarap po, malasa, and pansin mo na parang more on protein siya kaysa fat. Acceptable naman yung lasa, parang chicken lang. Ganun. Or mas masarap ng konti.
May kakaiba siyang lasa na even yung kanyang lapan, yung meat, is may texture na pag nasanay ka kumain, hahanap-hanapin mo.
But aside from lechon, the group says rabbit nuggets, rabbit sausages, and rabbit siomai are also a must-try. Aside from being the healthier option, NARBA also notes that rabbits breed faster, are easier and cheaper to feed, and are less foul-smelling than raising pigs.
Dahil nag-urbanize na, ang nangyayari is maamoy yung kapitbahay, bawal na, tsaka yung pollution, dapat may mga permit ka. Makain sila lang ng 50 grams ng pellet feed sa umaga, and then another 50 grams sa hapon. And then the rest, harvest ka kung kailan mainit, harvest ka ng damo, i-air dry mo, sa hapon, ibigay mo anli na damo. Okay na.
Rabbit farming is the fastest growing micro-livestock enterprise in the Philippines today. The Department of Agriculture strongly supports rabbit farming as an alternative for pork or chicken meat. The agency says promoting the consumption of rabbit meat will also help lessen the unstable food supply in the country.
Although it's a very young industry, alam naman po natin, may mga birth pains pa yan, di ba? So right now, nagsisimula pa lang sila. Eventually po, pag dumami na yan, so maano po tayo, si LMIS na, so ipopromote po natin yung rabbit meat na yan as an alternative source of protein. Alam po natin, right now, there's an ongoing food crisis. So we have to look for other ways na pwedeng source ng protein natin. So this rabbit could be one of the answers.
But if pig raisers were affected by the African swine fever, experts admit that there is also a similar virus affecting rabbits.
They might bring diseases po. Particularly yung problema ng mga rabbit raisers natin yan, yung rabbit hemorrhagic disease. So ito po, pag tinamaan yung rabbit farm na ganito, so almost 99% mortality po siya. So malalagas po yung rabbit.
The Philippines has yet to detect cases of the rabbit hemorrhagic disease. The NARBA and the Bureau of Animal Industry assures the public that they are both working to prevent the entry of the virus into the country. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, we are One News.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The appointment of some key COMELEC and military officials is facing time constraints. The Commission on Appointments was set to deliberate on the ad interim appointments of COMELEC Chairman Saidamin Pangarungan and Commissioners George Garcia and Amy Neri today. However, this was deferred to Wednesday, the last day of session of the 18th Congress. Senate President Tito Soto says the confirmation of these appointments will likely be bypassed. Oil companies will implement fuel price adjustments starting Tuesday. Diesel will be more expensive by 1 peso and 20 centavos per liter, while kerosene prices will go up by 2 pesos and 45 centavos a liter. On the other hand, gasoline will have a 1 peso and 70 centavo price rollback. And in sports, the Boston Celtics advanced to the NBA Finals after defeating the Miami Heat in Game 7, 100-96. Jason Tatum led the way for Boston with 26 points and 10 rebounds, while Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart each contributed 24. The Celtics, who last appeared in the finals back in 2010, will face off with the Golden State Warriors. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.